The Thames Challenge Cup next. Old Monmothians Boat Club. You can have a watch there on the Buck Station. How will they get on in the start here? Cantabrigian Rowing Club alongside them on the Berkshire Station. Pretty smooth start from both the boats, and not much in it in the early stages.
Yeah, Cantabrigian against Old Monmouth in this one. Good names to be able to say in the sport of rowing. The Cantabrigian crew will have been training on the Cam from their boathouse, which is alongside all the college boathouses in Cambridge, and they're making use to the Cam, lots of twists, lots of turns of that particular river, very, very busy when everyone's allowed on it. I'm sure they'll have been enjoying the summer season, where it's a little bit quieter and they can do their race practice.
Well, here we are at Forley, and on the Berkshire Station, Cantabrigian Rowing Club have got a lead of a length, possibly a little more than a length. Watch this race unfold, but they have the early authority on it.
And this Old Monmothian crew had no results within the last 12 months. I think it's been incredibly tough to get some of these old members clubs, if you like, together for so these are Monmouth schoolboys, very difficult in the times of COVID to get together to get their practice.
The only Welsh senior crew in Henley Royal Regatta this year. Monmouth School, the only Welsh junior crew, 6 crew members representing Wales at various levels.
And that's interesting, isn't it? Because there have been different lockdown challenges, I suppose, in Wales that we haven't had over in England.
Different rules.
For a very long time, you were only allowed to travel 5 miles from your own home in Wales. So there's absolutely no way, even when you were given a little bit more freedom, allowed back into gyms, that perhaps these men could get together to row. And perhaps that's why we're seeing such a low entry for the Welsh contingent. Great to see the Old Monmothians here. They're giving what they can in this race of the Thames Challenge Cup, but it is Cantabrigian, the men from Cambridge, that are ahead and are making sure that as they come past Upper Thames and into the grandstands, that they are able to maintain that lead, pressing their boat away. Very, very strong there. Just watching their blades, they're chaining just about there in the boat on the far side, the top of our screens, and you can see that the Old Monmothian on this side, their blades are going back into the puddles, which is telling you that the boat speed is a little bit down.
Cantabrigian getting some noisy vocal support from the bank, the Berkshire bank, well populated now.
And Cantabrigian, they made a crew change this morning. Interestingly, we were just given a new bit of notes from Kim and Matthew, who help us. They came into that. So we see that J.R. Lindsay was changed for William Barrow in the 2-seat there. So they've had to deal with some changes, as many crews do. And this regatta is all about how flexible you be and how quickly you can move things back into place, if you like. We've had to make changes because, my goodness, we've had to learn to be flexible.
Yeah, so the production team keeping up with the notes and with the info. So that late change there, the Cantabrigian boat doesn't seem to upset them at all. That is quite impressive, isn't it, to have such a late change? It's an 8, so it's perhaps a more minor factor than it might be in a smaller boat, but nonetheless they've dealt with the change really seamlessly here.
Yeah, interestingly, it looked like they moved Mr. Lindsay from the 2-seat to the 4-seat, and they put Winfred Barrow into the 2-seat, and it was Reginald Mitchell that has had to go out for this crew. But I think it is that piece, isn't it, when you have big squads, and I've noticed some of the crews, we see changes in the crews from at every level because they're able to move their athletes around, or having to move their athletes around. And this is about being flexible, it's about making it work, and this boat is making that change work.
We don't know the nature of this change and the reasons for it. Are we talking lateral flow tests and positive results and negative results? Is that going to have an impact on some boats this week? Not necessarily in this case, but
I'm hoping that not. I'm sure we're all hoping not, but absolutely we have to be prepared for it. The other thing, of course, what happens, Andy, is people get ill in other ways, injured, and they're not ready to race this course at this best. So the coaches, the squad will decide to change an athlete.
So Cantabrigian Rowing Club on the Berkshire station, coming over the line now. A late change in personnel having no negative impact at all. Cantabrigian beating Old Monmothians Boat Club. They come over the line now. Decent race, only a length or so advantage for Cantabrigian in the Thames.